2019 Manager of the Year Contest Awards. My name is Julie Adaman, if you didn't know, but you should. And we're one of the contest media partners. I want to thank you all for joining us, and I seriously mean that. Thank you all for joining us. And since this award presentation is streaming live on Facebook, if Mark Zuckerberg will allow us to do it, our Manager of the Year on our Manager of the Year Facebook page. I want to welcome our online viewing audience. Everyone wave backwards. Welcome to the online viewing audience. Hello. Tonight's an exciting night, and again, we gathered to announce the two 2019 National Manager of the Year Award winners. At this time, I want to introduce Association Reserve's founder and CEO and sponsor of the contest, Mr. Robert Nordland. Big hand for Robert.
Well, thank you, Julie, and good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Obviously, it's an award ceremony, and we're here to find out who won. But part of my job is to slow things down and have everyone savor the excellence that's in the room. For me, it's kind of like when I have a great meal and I realize my eyes are closed and I've stopped chewing because all the flavors are just bursting inside of my mouth. And that's what I want us to do here tonight, because this industry is hard. All the community associations out there are nonprofits, and they are trying to conserve their resources, and all the rest of us serving the community association industry is trying to do it with a level of distinctive service, yet with an eye on economy. And so that's why we want to celebrate the managers here tonight, because they've been on the front lines, and from all across the country, these are the ones who've been able to stand out with their specific level of service in a way that we take notice. And we do take notice, and we say congratulations to the finalists here tonight. And it's because of these people that I am so proud to have my company, Association Reserves, serve as the founding sponsor of this now 7th year of the annual National Manager of the Year contest. It's a contest that we have created so we can stop and recognize those who are really taking this industry forward, the ones who are leading with excellence, the ones that we want to lift up as an example for others. But we couldn't, of course, do it by ourselves. So we want to recognize the other sponsors. The Manager of the Year gold level sponsors are ADT, represented by Janet McMillan, and Kevin Davis Insurance Services, represented by Kevin Davis. Our Manager of the Year silver level sponsor is Alliance Association Bank, represented by Craig Huntington. Our four companies have together served the needs of this industry for now many decades, and it's our pleasure to be a part of this contest. I want to thank them all for their support of this annual national contest. Well, another group that we couldn't have done this contest without is the Council of Community Association Professionals. These are the distinguished industry volunteers who volunteered their time to serve as the independent judges of the photo essays, and they also participated in the voting process. So we truly appreciate their support in this. It's been indispensable. And finally, the voting stage of the competition was administered by the Inspectors of Election. Again, our 7th year. 7th year as our online voting partner. The Inspectors of Election have provided a skilled level of expertise, soundness. We don't worry about it. It's just great. And just like the managers that we celebrate, they lead the online voting industry with excellence. We celebrate and we thank the Inspectors of Election. Well, this contest starts with applicants from all across the country. They apply in one of two different categories: portfolio managers and on-site managers. They submit their applications, and those are ranked by a mathematical scoring system, revealing the top category, and it's those finalists from stage 1 who we invite to submit their photo essay. And it's at that time that we begin to see their heart for the industry. And in those stories that they tell, we begin to get a glimpse into their world and exactly the kind of work they are doing for the associations they serve. It is inspiring. And if you read all the essays from tonight's 6 finalists, I'm sure you'll find, as I was, that it was hard to try to figure out which one stood out because they all stand out. And as I think and look forward to the future of our industry, I realize the future of our industry is in great hands. So, to all our applicants, to all the managers who applied, who told us their stories, to all who voted, to everyone who's here in person, and to all who are with us online, I want to thank you all for your participation. I am excited for our finalists. I'm proud of you. This is what we do this contest for, is to reveal the cream of the crop. So I'm proud of you. We're humbled by your accomplishments, and I wish you all the best of luck.
I want one more round of applause for Robert Nordland, please. Thank you, Robert, for doing this. It means a lot to all of these people in the industry as a whole. It does. Well, now I would like to introduce the on-site manager finalists and invite them to join us up front. First, though this person is not here, I believe it is Neil Bresnahan. Correct? He is not here. But let me tell you a little bit about Neil and what he has done. He is of the Hill Country Retreat Community Association in San Antonio, Texas. Go, Texas. It's a 55 and better community, amenity rich, master planned, and in South Central Texas. When Neil accepted the community manager position, he was able to see that Hill Country Retreat was a diamond in the rough. Have we all not been there? He wasn't satisfied with the association being good. He wouldn't stop until Hill Country was extraordinary. Within 3 years, Neil reduced the delinquency rate from 80,000 to 10,000 and grew the reserves from 480,000 to $1.7 million, while still tackling repair and replacement projects to enhance the association. On top of getting the financials in line, Neil also renegotiated contracts, made long-term equitable partnerships to benefit the association, grew the number of clubs, groups, and fitness classes, probably much to his chagrin now. But sorry, Neil, you know it's true. and has a long list of ways he went above and beyond for his residents and the community around them. On that list is establishing a relationship with the San Antonio Food Bank and dedicating a Purple Heart parking spot at the association. Neil is not here with us tonight. He had family issues, I understand, but let's give him a round of applause. Quite an accomplishment. Our second finalist is David Foster of CPATH Inc. in Rocky Point, North Carolina. Is that you? You do come up here. David found association management after 20 years of active duty as an engineer in the Coast Guard and 10 years of teaching at the high school level. So you understand children? This is good. Who knew that background would serve so well in the management industry? Well, we kind of did, you know. Or you could be a shrink. That would work too. All right. Seenagers. There you are. That's right. Seenagers. If sir, exactly. David's first focus at CPATH was to build a team and a strong sense of community. CPATH had been through several managers and a management company before he came on board. With his empowered team, David completed a long list of projects to ensure the safety and well-being of his residents and the property, including the installation of building a wide water filtration system, epoxy pipe lining more than 4,000 linear feet of cast iron. Boy, I bet that was a big one. And refurbishing a 330-foot-long bulkhead seawall that will protect CPATH from hurricanes, such as it did from Hurricane Florence. That must have been exciting. With David's guidance, yeah. Was that the time you thought, what am I doing in this business? Yeah, that was that was the Baton Death March, I think, right? CPATH Tower is once again the premier high-rise community on Wrightsville Beach. Let's give him a big hand of Seriously, unsung heroes, unsung heroes. Okay, our third on-site finalist is Tiffany Jackson of Fairway Village Residents Association. You have to come up. Your neck can't sit. Nobody's sitting. Okay, let's hear about Tiffany. She's in Largo, Florida. The Fairway Village Residents Association spans 128 acres, has 751 homes, a private 9-hole golf course, and a 5-acre lake. Add the extensive list of facilities and amenities on top of that, and you could say that Tiffany has her hands full at the associate. Do you, Tiffany? Are they full now? Hands full. Yep, that's right. Tiffany utilizes prioritizing, communication, and teamwork to successfully manage and accomplish her many goals and tasks for the community. Some of her recent accomplishments include, drum roll please, transitioning to a cloud-based system, financial improvements, completion of repair and replacement projects, and obtaining the proper insurance settlement after Hurricane Irma wreaked havoc. Did she wreak havoc? You guys have this issue on this side of the coast. We don't have that on the west. We don't have it. Occasionally we have earthquakes. Just you might hear about that. By empowering her team, Tiffany has been able to maintain and improve the beautiful park that is Fairway Village Residents Association. Let's have a round for these two. May I have the envelope, please? Oh, I'll get it for myself. Make sure I have the right one. Am I announcing or is Robert? You coming up announcing or it's me? Oh, it's all me. As it should be. From PricewaterhouseCoopers. And the winner is Tiffany Jackson of Fairway Village Residents Association. Woo! Don't cry, don't cry. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that's the best part. Well, do you want to do picture first because she's already. Yeah. Oh, we're done. I'm into it. Let's see. So much. Come on, come talk.
I just want to. Just before I paint, I really want to just thank everyone in this room and who has been a part of this contest, the managers, the support that I've received from my community and people that I had no idea wanted to support me. Thank you to everybody who made that possible. The greatest part of this, winning is the icing on the cake, but that support and feeling that love was just undescribable. So thank you so much, and it really means the world to me. The sponsors and the CCAP who had to read all of those essays. And I don't envy you at all. The crowd, the competition this year was outstanding. David is amazing. We just met today, but he's a really great guy. And wish I could meet Neil, and I hope that everything's okay with his family. You can sit back.
The check's not really this big. Is it, Robert?
I was going to say that's not going to go for the ATM.
Try taking that on the airplane.
You do it.
Yeah. Wide angle. Exactly right. Congratulations. God, you made me tear up. And you were tearing up. I could see it. It's pretty amazing what we do. Pretty amazing, this industry. Okay. Now we are going to move right along. I am honored to invite the 3 portfolio manager finalists to join us up front so I can make their introductions. The 3 of you, why don't you come on up? You're all here. Stand up and be somebody. Okay. Our first portfolio finalist is Pamela Coleman of Hammersmith Management in Loveland, Colorado. Imagine this. An association with years of deferred maintenance, not that we've never all been there, with buildings that had not been painted. Oh, this is bad, honey. Lines showing in the parking. What is that? No lines showing parking spots in the parking lots. Oh, that must have been fun. Were you parking? Yeah. Potholes in the drive, electric panels falling off the building, an association 9% funded in reserves. I heard the gasps. Yeah. That was from the association reserve people. I know. fire suppression system issues that would cost $500,000 to fix. And on top of that, a vicious storm that damaged almost all the roofs in the community and low community morale. Wonder why? With turbulence between board members. Really? Turbulence between board members? That's a shock. Okay. And you know what? That association that Pamela took on in 2018. So how many months you been there now? A year and so. Okay. Year and 4 months. And she took it on full steam. She started tackling the repair issues throughout the association, making amenities usable again for the first time in years. She worked hard to increase communication with owners and to get the board on the same page, in which turn lifted up morale and increased productivity. With Pamela leading the team, her association was able to navigate through a terrible storm, and now they've seen the light. And I want to make one more point. How many other communities do you manage? 9 total. So that's 1 of 8. Wow. Let's give it up. Our second portfolio finalist is, to make sure I pronounce this correct, Micheline Everett Martinez of Regency Property Management in Fresno, California. I read this earlier and I had to go, oh my God. Wow. Listen to this, folks. One of the worst places to live in Fresno. That was how... Welcome, Micheline. Thank you for taking on our association. That was how her association was described. Crime, shootings, gang-related activity, code violations, trashed buildings and yards, legal disputes, and crippling financials substantiated that statement. Some would take one look at the state of the association and walk away or run. Micheline did not hesitate. She knew what it would take to turn this association around and approved it with creative problem solving, dedication, and strong community partnerships. Within a year, Micheline created partnerships with a security company and the local police department that decreased calls to the police from 785 to 628. She did a massive cleanup, saving almost $159,000 in penalties, fines, and assessments, created a $56,000 savings in insurance costs, and to improve the association physically, included the reopening of their pool that had been shut down for 10 years. 10 years. Wow. Micheline's work not only benefited her association, but her entire community. Applause for Micheline, please. And once again, how many other communities do you manage? She has 7 total, so 6 others. Phenomenal. This must be Jessie. This is Jessie Martinez Skinner of Leland Management in Jacksonville, Florida. Being a property manager, as you all know, requires one to wear many hats and be a jack of all trades and typically master of none. When Jessie was assigned his association, or this one association in 2016, right? Can you tell the name, or are we not telling the name? What is it? Watermill Master Association. He immediately put on his project manager hat and went to work revitalizing this 15-year-old community association. His very long list of projects included renovating the beach volleyball court, community picnic area, the poolside bathrooms, enclosing the open-air clubhouse, refurbishing the children's splash water park, replacing the children's playground equipment, resurfacing the basketball and tennis courts, and redesigning the landscape at the 5 neighborhood entrances. You were busy. Did you get any sleep? Not any sleep at all. The average house, this part. Completing these projects made Jessie's association more relevant, obviously, and updated to compete with newer communities in the area. Now listen to this effect. This is what all managers have if you get it right. The average sold housing price increased by $40,000 after this, and the average listing price rose from $169,000 to over $235,000 in 2 years. It is safe to say that Jessie's efforts to improve his community is felt and appreciated by all his homeowners, and I'm sure the community at large. And how many accounts did you manage on top of this? So we had 6 total. 6 total, and he accomplished this. Let's give it up for Jessie. So as you can see, this is incredibly important work that most people never, ever get to see or feel. They don't even know that you do it. You're always in the background. But you take away a sense of accomplishment. You drink a lot. Right? Yeah. Coffee. Well, whatever. It's caffeine or whatever floats your boat. It's good. But you do it, and you do it, well, I would say uncomplainingly, but, maybe Monday morning's tough. But after that, you do it all, and you love it. And it's amazing. You guys are amazing. My hat is off to you. I've done the work, and I know how hard it is. So, drum roll, please. Someone give me the envelope. Oh, no. Once again, I have it myself. Here we go. Just like the Academy Awards from PricewaterhouseCoopers. And the 2019 National Portfolio Manager of the Year is Pamela Coleman of Hammersmith Management. This one. Did you ever think it? No, I didn't. Thank you. Yes.
I guess I've done this for 12 years, and I have to say this is so amazing because you really feel sometimes when you're in the trenches that people don't appreciate you, and you do get that rare glimpse where you've worked with a board or a particular homeowner, and they are so happy, and it's so nice to have this opportunity, and I'm just so grateful for everyone who's been a part of that to make something like this possible, to help all of us feel this level of appreciation. And I really thank my family because I know that they've put up with more than one late night where I'm still answering emails, where I'm on call because I've done on-call management frequently in both of the companies that I've worked with in the past. And just community care at Hammersmith Management is just amazing, and all of the support people that we have. And I am just so grateful, and thank you all so much. And I think of all the people who have voted for me, and I just really appreciate their support. I really do. I never thought, somebody had told me that I had a passion for community management, and I'm like, really? And I guess it shows sometimes, even when you don't realize it, how much you really do love it, and you really do have that heart for service to other people. And I started out as a psychologist major, and so it really applies where I'm at. And I think that that's kind of where I've always been, is wanting to serve and help other people. And I really enjoyed the industry way more than I ever thought I would. So thank you.
And I think that's about it. We're ready to wrap it up. Is that it? Well, I want to thank everyone for attending, and I want to thank all of our participants and our winners, the runners-up. I mean, you guys are all superstars. Just like you said, you had no idea. You have no idea how much people appreciate you. Well, we all get it, and we do appreciate you. You guys are awesome, and this is a great industry. I want to thank Robert Nordlin again, and Association Reserves, and Paige. I would make Paige come up, but she won't. That's it. You won't do it. Okay, I want to thank you all for attending. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening. Bye. Thank you.